Welcome back to the Minecraft Survival Let's Play. This is episode 4 of the series, and today we're going to be starting by building some of the first few buildings in our town. And we're also going to top off the stables that we started off camera. And,
Yeah. So a little bit off camera, we did lay down some work because we spent so much time in the bunker, and we
Yep.
almost finished it. We just got to do some more things, and we just didn't want to do more bunker stuff because we already did that 2 episodes, and we didn't want to get repetitive, and we just wanted to start the town. So
Yeah.
I backed you up into your chair. But yeah, so we wanted to finally get done because this is what episode 1 or 2 of just laying out our land, and we finally are getting to it and building houses. We're gonna talk more about the houses and what we're gonna be doing down there. So let's take a little stroll down there.
Yeah.
At your little house. Don't want to
And-
fall down.
And I'll also add on, yeah, the bunker was kind of like random out of like our plan of doing the town. Oh yeah, we're gonna go this way, but it was like mainly for like the survival aspect of this world. Like we have our storage room, our enchantment room. But yeah, I also want to make note during the live stream that we did a few weeks ago, someone came up with the idea of naming our town Sunflower Valley. Now, Noah spammed sunflowers everywhere, but
I spammed sunflowers. I had sunflowers. I got them before the name. Okay. Okay.
but yeah, I was messing around with different designs, and Noah and I agreed upon this one. So it has a sunflower in the middle, the blue sky, and the green grass at the bottom.
Yep.
So I think it looks good.
I think it looks pretty good. I think we laid them up different places, like in front of our little greenhouse. We put them, scattered them around, made multiple. They're not that hard to make. They're just time consuming and a little.
Yeah, there's a few down in the bunker as well, but yeah, you'll see them later on. So yeah, I opened up hi sunflower. I opened up this part of the hedge so that you can get easy access to the horse stable, so you don't have to go all the way around. Just so if we
hop the bushes.
Oh yeah, yeah, Noah likes to do that.
Or hop the bushes.
So yeah, so
I have not named my horses yet, but as you can see, we have rows of horses. We all
Yeah.
basically scaled. These are our 2 best, the 2 worst, and these over here, the ones with names, are Brandon. And I'm gonna talk
yep,
about your
okay.
horses.
So these 2 are my best. These 2 are my like, they're all right. So Jupiter, she's my stallion, my brown horse, and then we got Oreo for obvious reasons. He's
and we got our 2 donkeys. They're making out right now. It's a little weird. So we wanna be,
okay. Yeah, we'll leave them.
The one
We'll
with
leave
the
them
chest
alone.
is mine. The one with the chest is mine. We also, our horses are extremely fast.
Noah's are extremely fast.
Well,
mine's
mine
a
are
super jumper.
extremely
I have good
you have a
jumping
jumper.
horses.
You have a jumper. I think this one is very slow, but it like jumps pretty high. I'm pretty sure. Or
Yeah.
this might be the tanky one. But my brown horse, which is Chaswin, he's he's fast and he's really good at jumping. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you go. I also added. I didn't have too many resources at the time of me doing them, but I added a couple street lamps that we can continue down our town when we further expand.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep these. They're we don't have to keep flicking switches. It's just daylight sensors and stuff. We might maybe in the future we'll do lanterns or something. But right now this is so what we got. We don't have to really do anything.
Yeah,
touch
and
anything. It's just kind of.
I think it kind of makes the town feel a little bit more alive. Like it lights up on its own at night, which will look cool when the town's full, because if we go up to our balcony when that happens, we can just see the entire town light up later on, which I think will be pretty cool.
That's what we're looking forward to. But right now we're gonna be so what we have here and what we're gonna be time lapsing in just a little bit is these 2 buildings that Brandon laid out a little bit ago off camera. He just laid them out, and we were just gonna build them up during the stream because we were like, well, we want to build, but we want to build on camera. We don't want to do too much off camera. So all we did was lay out the stables. Haven't finished the stables yet. That's not the final product. Still got to finish that later in this episode probably.
Hmm.
But right now, we're just going to try to get these little buildings done, and I think we're going to explain what these buildings are after we time lapse them because afterwards
It'll
then we can
make
just
more
show
sense.
you. It'll make more sense. It'll make
Yeah,
more sense. So we'll just show you the final product once we
yeah,
get all of this done.
yeah. So we also, in between these two buildings, we have the tree and the working bench that I installed. And I am gonna have to shave this tree down a bit because I honestly didn't realize that it overlapped, which I should have. But oh well. But it's this building here is one of the first that's going at a diagonal, which I think is cool. So we're gonna have like in the future multiple buildings at a diagonal around this bit because it is, at a diagonal, which it does make it look cool. And
Yeah, yeah. We'll make it look pretty cool. And as the sun sets and the mobs will come out, we are going to go back into the house and sleep, so nothing really spawns and comes after us. And right in the morning, we'll get right onto that time lapse.
yeah, we're gonna get straight to work, and we'll be back as soon as we're done. Alright, so we finished building up the two buildings that we outlined earlier, and we're gonna quickly just go over what we built. So, on the left is the building I made, and on the right is the building Noah made. So, we'll start from left to right. And so, mine is a bookstore, bookshop, whatever you want to call it. And like we were discussing, these are gonna be house to like the house for some of our villagers. So obviously, because this is the bookstore, we have our librarians here. And I thought it was funny when we got these in here. If I can find them, not this one. That should be the last one I go to. Yeah, this one. Our mending villagers is actually the cheapest one, which is funny for 14 emeralds. So But yeah, we have some bookshelves, a little table, a big reading table in the middle. Got a small little fireplace here. And I forgot to fill this in, but this is basically just going to be like a little storage closet. So maybe we could store like paper in there for trading. I don't know. We'll make a use out of it. A little hidden bookshelf back here. And I had no idea what to do with the upstairs, so I literally put another fireplace, a bunch of chests, and just a bed. I'll probably change it in the future, but just so it wasn't bare, I just had something there. But yeah, this is pretty much it for the little bookstore. I think I already had this bench here, but yeah, the little bench with the tree in between the two buildings, just to fill in the empty space. And then we come to Noah's building, which is actually a leather shop. So we keep our leather workers in here. And so you go through these gates here, and we have all the leather workers here. We have some workshop tables here. We kind of have displayed of what you can buy, like the leather armor, the saddles, the horse armor. And then back here, we actually have our cow farm so that we can use the leather to trade. And they really like this corner. I don't know what's with this corner, but it is their favorite. Yeah, we these leather workers sell different dyed leather pieces, which is cool. So, and I think this one's my favorite. He sells the different purple gear. But yeah, so this is a good way to make emeralds, because we could just get a bunch of cows. And same with the librarians. We just need to get a sugarcane farm up, because we had our temporary farms up earlier in the series, but we need to find a spot down in the bunker for these. We were thinking of automating some farms, so that will make it a lot easier to do these trades with the villagers. But yeah, I'll do a little pan around. So yeah, so here's Noah's. Funny little detail, Noah wanted a chimney on his as well, but there is actually no fireplace on the inside, while mine has 2 fireplaces, which is funny. But yeah, we got the cow pen, and then we were thinking, which we're gonna work on this in the next episode, and I won't spoil it, but we're gonna have something filling in this space with a really cool feature that you'll see in episode 5, but we'll leave that for episode 5 because we want to surprise you guys. And yeah, so now we're gonna be working on the horse stables, or at least the top half of them. We just need to get the walls up, the little roof piece, get that middle room done, maybe have some like hay bales in there, and then after that we're gonna also outline some of the next buildings, most likely around the plaza area again. Maybe some new shops. We haven't thought about it yet, but we'll see how that works out. But yeah, and this is how the horse stables turned out.
Yeah, we didn't spend we spent a while building this. We didn't spend too much time. This actually was pretty fast.
Yeah.
Pretty fast. We had to go through some problems.
Yeah, it was mainly the roof. Yeah.
It was mainly the roof of how we were gonna do it, how we were gonna set it up. So yeah, we have little indications that this is the stable. This is where we keep all of our horses. We have all of our horses named. These are my horses, William, CC, and Hops. I'm pretty sure he sucks at hopping, but it's ironic. So
yeah. And then we got my horses, which we showed off earlier in the episode, and then our donkeys, like we showed off. But yeah, so this room is where we kind of keep tally of like what horses we have. Another like entry exit point to lead into like another point of the town. Noah,
this area gave us a little bit of a hard time just to see where it was going. It's not super even, but you can't really tell a whole bunch. Plus, it looks a little bit more natural.
It's a bit more roughed up.
Yeah, it's a bit more roughed up than how it would be just normally. Spread around some hay bales that we
Yeah.
had from the previous villages that we've looted, but now we run on stake since we have way too many
Yeah.
cows for our own good.
Yeah. So we had the spruce trees that we were growing up back there. They cause podzol to grow on the ground, so we basically picked up some of that and kind of like where like the exit entry points are, like where like there's a lot of foot traffic. I kind of thought it was like it can be like roughed up or I don't know.
A little
It's
muddy,
just
a little muddy.
yeah.
Yeah, we didn't spread it around too much or make it look uh, too muddy. We just spread it
Yeah,
around
like too overwhelming.
entrances, like you
Yeah.
said, more foot traffic areas.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so like the hay bales, I kind of just like pushed them into the hedge here, just because it fits in, but it also stays out of the way of the pathway. So there's still this main area to walk. Um,
Yeah, and we get good old parkour area that we can
yeah,
run around now.
more spots to jump around.
We
Yeah.
just have a place to run.
Yeah, and then we put some grass and flowers around to make it look a bit more natural. Uh,
Yeah,
and
through some indicators such as just the signs. It was just something because we did it for the other area because I put a named piece of leather for the leather shop, so I wanted a little indication of what it was. So I think the saddle armors kind of just like it's just an eye catcher. I mean, you can see the hay bales and definitely tell that it's going to be a stable. But
yeah.
I mean, I think it just neats stuff up so you can kind of
Yeah,
see
and
it.
I mean if you enter, you can automatically tell too. But I kind of like how cozy it is. Plus, of it having easy access right at our front porch through this little tunnel here.
Yeah, it's not like across the town where we have to, if we wanted to
Yeah,
get a horse, then we have to run across the town. It's just literally right in our backyard. I had the little idea of because I ran it by Brandon, and we both agreed on this idea was to basically have an overhang that kind of went next to the bush, so it was more enclosed and almost felt more warm
yeah,
and cozy than it being open and stuff. Because we wanted to use all the space we can and all the resources that we gathered. So I think this just I think it brought it all together. Plus the roof
yeah.
I think it worked out pretty well.
Mhm. Yeah, and it could have looked a bit bare if we didn't have this. Like if it was just straight up, and that was it with like
Yeah,
a small
it
little
would have looked
roof.
a little flat. Would have
Mm.
looked a little flat
Like if
for sure.
we go back up on the roof here, you can kind of see. First of all, obviously the horse side is like very uniform, but when it came to this middle section, because it was at a weird diagonal, I first of all I kind of just messed up a little bit at the beginning, but then I kind of went with it, and then it ended up turning into more of like a roughed up design instead of just super uneven. So we kind of
Yeah,
like started placing like stairs and bits.
stairs and slabs and just random stuff to try to like enclose it. Which really, if we did take the time out to like even everything out, I feel like it would look too much like it would look too
Too uniform, maybe.
yeah, too uniform. Too uniform. That's kind of what I was going for.
Yeah.
It would just look too neat, like too well constructed and thought out. And this brings more of just a random kind of look to our
Yeah, and
roughed up design to our buildings and stuff.
yeah, because the we're kind of our town is kind of like a rustic kind of theme with wood, stones. Uh, like with like the vines, and I think maybe in future builds we can probably integrate like the mossy stones to show like its age. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
maybe on like some buildings that would be like older. But yeah,
yeah.
I think it
I
turned
think
yeah I think it turned out well.
yeah.
So,
That's what I was gonna say. I think it turned out pretty well for the time that we had and the time that we spent on it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we have these little like kind of like shutter designs.
Yeah,
Um,
we had these only here on the sides, and then I added them on the back because the
yeah, and
back was looking a little plain. If you look back at the video and see, it was kind of plain. So I just wanted to add more dimension with the stone, the trapdoors, and the add a bit more
yeah,
stone into the wood area. So I
Yeah, and
used the
I think it looks a
walls.
lot better.
Yeah,
And then
I really like it. And then of course, it couldn't be, a building that I worked on without vines.
yeah, look,
Because guess what? I
you
like vines.
gotta have
Use
them
vines on
whenever you work on something. But yeah,
Look at the leather shop. Vines. Look at Brandon's shop. No vines whatsoever. Vines. It
and
adds
I think
character.
that's Noah's little touch with vines. But
I don't know. Mojang, please add more vine textures. How hard is that? How hard is it just to, like, let's say combine vines with a flower. You get that, you get a vine, but you get the flowers in the vines, which make it colorful. I don't get how that's hard to do.
yeah, I mean they are adding the glow vines, but those aren't kind of like wall placement vines like the normal ones are. They're more of like hanging vines, but they do glow like the with like the little
Yeah.
berries on them. But that's not until the
That's
cave
the
update.
future.
Yep.
That's the
Yeah.
future.
Oh yeah. Also, off camera, which it kind of seemed a little bit sudden from earlier in the episode. Um, we did put more of these lamps around the town. So like at first we only had these two, but we kind of put them on each like street corner. So
Yeah, we spread them around, used the resources that we had. We still have to get more, but we couldn't get the back end, so we just kind of wanted to get the more like closer to us and pretty much
yeah,
just light up as much as we could of the big open area. I mean, we still get so many mobs at night, so
and you'll
we still gotta
probably
worry
see
about
that soon.
that. Yeah, you'll probably see that soon since it's turning night with creepers and everything, and it's just
Yep.
yeah, it's horrible. It's bad.
And
It's horrible.
and once we get buildings around and like the fence all the way around, we'll probably use up like all our iron to maybe go towards like iron golems to protect the town because we
Yeah.
have so much, or just even just a few at first. But yeah, I think we made do you not have your sword?
No, I didn't have my sword out.
Playing zombie
So,
tennis here.
as the zombies and mobs come out, I think we should just wrap this up
Yeah.
really quickly.
Yeah, so we built up a bookstore, built up the leather shop, and there's an Enderman in the leather shop.
Really?
That caught me off guard. I just saw something run across. Um,
Uh,
oh, wow,
oh well.
he really teased you with that. Oh, he pushed your cat up the bed. He's gonna teleport again. Oh. Oh no, Noah's dying.
Dying.
Okay, so
Phantoms.
while Noah's getting attacked by an Enderman once again. Yeah. Anyways, guys, this will be it for episode 4 of the Minecraft Survival Let's Play. We're gonna be working on the town again in episode 5, which I won't say what we're gonna be working on. But yeah, just know we'll still be here in the town making more progress in episode 5. But yeah, we'll see you
Just for a
then.
while, we were stuck in the bunker, so we wanted to do more
Yeah,
tasks.
doing the nether stuff, the bunker. But yeah, we're focusing on the town right now. And then eventually we'll get to other projects so we're not just on one thing for too long. We're gonna hop around, make it entertaining. But yeah, we'll see you guys in episode 5.